The island looks perfect from above, symmetrical, controlled, engineered to perfection, a palm tree rising out of the sea, one of the most ambitious projects ever created by Nakil. But perfection from a distance can be deceptive, because beneath that image, something is changing, not collapsing overnight, not breaking apart dramatically, but slowly shifting. And once you understand what's happening here, you won't look at artificial islands the same way again. Before we go deeper, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share, because what you're about to see is something most people never notice. Palm Jumeirah was never just a construction project, it was a statement. Built off the coast of Dubai in the early 2000s, this artificial island was designed to push limits: engineering, luxury, and global attention. The structure itself is simple in concept: a trunk, 16 fronds, a crescent-shaped barrier surrounding it. But what it's made of is where things get interesting. No steel skeleton, no deep concrete base. Just sand, millions of tons of sand dredged from the seabed and shaped using GPS-guided technology. Rock barriers placed to protect it. On top of that, luxury villas, hotels, roads Bithroska, everything built on something that, by nature, wants to move. And that's the part most people ignore. For years, Palm Jumeirah was presented as a complete success, a symbol of control over nature. But behind the scenes, subtle changes started appearing. Nothing dramatic enough for headlines, but enough to concern engineers. Shorelines that didn't stay where they were supposed to. Water inside the palm that didn't circulate properly. Maintenance that quietly became more frequent and more expensive. And slowly, a new question began to form. Was this structure truly stable? Or was it being held together through constant correction? When scientists and engineers started examining the island more closely, they found something important. The island isn't fixed. It's dynamic. The sand used to build Palm Jumeirah is compacted, but not permanent. Over time, natural forces begin to act on it. Waves hit the outer crescent every second. Currents move around the structure. Tides shift pressure constantly. And little by little, the sand begins to move. Not enough to notice day to day, but enough to change the shape over time. In some areas, erosion has affected the outer barrier. In others, sediment has built up in unexpected places. Inside the palm, water flow became a bigger issue. Some sections experienced stagnation, where water movement slowed down significantly. That led to lower oxygen levels and changes in marine conditions. These are not catastrophic failures, but they are signs of stress in the system. Here's the reality most people don't understand. Artificial islands are not stable in the way natural land is. Natural land is anchored by deep geological processes. Artificial land is assembled, held together by design, not by nature. Palm Jumeirah depends on continuous maintenance to stay functional. Breakwaters need reinforcement, sand needs to be redistributed, water flow systems need adjustment. This is not optional, it's required, because without that intervention, natural forces take over, and nature doesn't negotiate. It erodes, it shifts, it reshapes. Engineers anticipated some of this, that's why modifications have already been made, like openings in the crescent to improve water circulation. But even those solutions are part of an ongoing cycle. Fix, adjust, maintain, repeat further. Palm Jumeirah is not an isolated case. Around the world, similar projects face the same reality. Land reclamation in Singapore, coastal expansions in Doha, artificial islands in multiple regions. All of them rely on constant human control to exist. And now there's an added layer of pressure. Rising sea levels, stronger storms, changing ocean patterns. What worked under past conditions becomes harder to maintain under new ones. These projects don't fail instantly. They degrade slowly. And the cost of keeping them stable increases over time. This is where things get serious. Palm Jumeirah is not just sand and water. It's homes, businesses by crofts, billions of dollars sitting on a system that requires constant correction. If maintenance stops, or even slows down, Small problems don't stay small. They expand. Erosion becomes structural risk. Water issues become environmental problems. Costs increase. And eventually, the question is no longer about stability. It becomes about sustainability. How long can something like this be maintained? At scale? And at what cost? Palm Jumeirah still stands, still functions, still attracts attention from around the world. But it is not permanent, it never was. It's a controlled environment, a system that only works as long as effort is applied. The idea that humans can reshape nature completely, that's the illusion, because in reality, we don't replace natural systems, we manage them constantly. And the moment that management stops, nature takes control back. If you made it this far, don't just watch and leave. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Because this isn't just about one island. It's about the future of how we build against nature.